has everything.
Big Boy's Neighborhood. Alrighty, man. It is a pleasure. Hannibal Buress is in the neighborhood. First off, Hannibal, man, fan first, bro.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man, fan first. So, and when your name came across as coming in as a guest, I was like, why is he doing our show? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on in this man's life that he gonna stoop down and say, man, you know what? I give him a couple minutes.
I'm happy to be here, man.
Man,
it's not stoop down. It's just, you know, it's a
our
legendary
pleasure.
show, man. So I'm happy
Yes,
to
it
be
is,
here.
man. I just wanted to see if you was gonna take the bait. You know what I'm saying? That's how we pretty much figure if the interview gonna continue.
Set me up like a pro.
Yeah, see if the interview gonna continue or not. You know what I'm saying? So you're in. You know what I'm saying? No, Hannibal. When did you know? Like, man, this is comedy. Comedy. I'm here.
You know, I was a funny person around my friends. Like it's funny because some people would say, "Oh, dude was very quiet." Like, yeah, I was probably quiet because I wasn't comfortable around you.
Right.
Like my friends that knew me, I was a funny guy, but I didn't have the interest in stand up until I started in college. I had a friend that went and did open mics, and my sophomore year of college, I saw it and saw it. Like you watch open mic comedy, it's the low level, so it's people just trying it out.
Like sign up when come to this. We gotta
versus if you see it on TV, you watch it on TV where it's polished, you're like, oh, that looks tough. But you see it at open mic, I was like, I could try that because they're not doing great.
Really? And so you went with a friend of yours?
I went with a friend of mine, and then I didn't go up that time. I wasn't feeling that confident, but I decided to, you know, they did it monthly, so I started working on my stuff and writing some thoughts that I had, and decided to try it the next time.
Where's the friend at?
Yeah.
The friend is my boy Cheaty.
He's with you?
No, he's not with me. He comes on the road sometimes. He doesn't do stand-up anymore. He's a good dude.
Right, because you took his spot. You know what I'm saying? You cheated. You know what I'm saying? That's just like years ago, man. Remember Ruben Stutter at the American Idol? He went with one of his friends, and he was like, I guess I'll audition. He ended up being the American Idol. That's you and Cheaty right there.
Well, it's not like everything just took off at the open mic.
Yeah, but
not everything.
One night they're like, oh my God, HBO comedy special. Man, I only did one night.
Like, we did a bunch of shows together out there. It was in Carbondale, Illinois, my college town. But it was fun then, man, and I'm still having fun now.
Did you bomb early?
Ooh.
You know, they say every comedian, it's gotta happen.
Oh yeah, it happens, man.
What does that feel like?
I would take it horribly back then, dude.
Yeah.
I would have shows like that went bad and that.
Your first night getting up, did you kill?
I didn't kill, but I got laughs, and it's also a different expectation in the open mic, where it's kind of supportive, and it's mostly other performers and their friends, so it's not this high intensity.
Right.
One of my first rough shows was at a Apollo style show.
Like when the audience saying something?
The off campus, it was a Apollo style talent show. It had like a $50 first prize. I was like, I gotta go try to get this. I'm gonna try to go get this. And so I had somebody come and film me, and I had it was one of this cat I was in an acting group with. Was playing the Sandman, and so I was doing my set. It was going all right. There's no microphone.
So for those out there, the Sandman is like Apollo-wise when you're bombing. The Sandman is that kind of a vibe.
Yeah,
so he
vibe.
comes out and pulls you off the stage. Sandman, that's what.
So I'm doing my set, and it's going okay. It's going okay for where I am at that time. And then somebody heckled me or something, and it kind of threw me off. Also, I didn't have a mic, so I wasn't able to handle it. It was not a high level production.
It was like some spoken word.
And so now the crowd.
Like, hey man, what did you say? Hold on, man. Gotta argue with him. You said y'all didn't have. You should have known. You should have known when y'all didn't have a mic in there.
How do they call it open mic?
Yeah, it just opened.
It was bad, man.
Yeah,
it was bad. One of the other acts, they were like lip syncing to a Sierra song or something. They're like, why didn't they get booed?
Right. So this is dues paid. You know what I'm saying?
And so I'm doing a set, and then I couldn't handle the heckle, so now the crowd is getting a little restless. Nobody's really but then this dude starts vamping towards the stage, like creeping towards the stage, and they're getting hyped up now. Now they're like
the Sandman.
The Sandman.
And that's your guy?
That's my guy. That's my guy. And he started, and so they started booing more. And then this dude, you know, Sandman's supposed to dance you off. Yeah. At least you get to walk. This dude, for some reason, he was feeling himself. He picks me up, puts me over his shoulder,
man,
and then walks me through
the crowd.
Oh.
Damn.
And then I had somebody filming that show for me, so I'm looking into my own camera screaming, stop the tape! Stop the tape right now!
Cut! Now, where does the name Hannibal Buress come from?
Burres, probably some slave owner from back in the day.
Right.
And Hannibal was named after a Carthaginian general.
Okay, hold on, man. So your real name is Hannibal Buress?
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is a stage name. They got to cut your check in a different name.
You know, I've had weird situations just because a lot of people think Hannibal Lecter.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you named after the Silence of the Lambs. I'm like, that came out in 92. I was born in 83.
Genius. How did your mom know that?
I was like, what are you talking? So people, even to this day, people think I'm lying to them. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. But I did have a stage name for a few shows when I was in college.
you got off of Hannibal Buress, which sounds like a stage name or professionally known as.
Stage name.
And you made a stage. What was
corny. It was super corny because my middle name is Amir, Amir. And I was feeling good. I said, Amir Natural because I felt like I was a natural.
That was your name.
It was horrible.
Can you imagine that now?
Natural.
You know what I'm saying?
Amir Natural. Sound like a garbage R&B singer.
Y'all give it up for Amir Natural. or it'd be that one hit, man. Remember Amir Natural, man? Yeah, remember the light skinned dude, man? Like, man, what was the name of that song, man? What was the name of that song? So you got off Amir Natural.
I did a show as Amir Natural. I remember they brought down AZ to perform in my college, and they had a bunch of comedians opening. I think,
so you mean AZ?
Yeah,
actually did a show with Amir Natural?
Yeah, there's some flyers somewhere. It was funny the intro this comedian gave me because it was I think Lavelle Crawford might have been on that show if I remember right, and a couple other cats that were big on Comic View at the time. And this she was like, this tonight we got a bunch of huge comedians. They've been on Def Jam. They've been on Comic View. They've been on Comedy Central. But first, we got this dude from y'all school.
Give it up for Amir Natural. And you walk out, cats like, man, that look like Hannibal.
All right, I walked out to a very tough vibe. That show didn't go well at all.
But first, we're going to get this one out the way. And then the talent is going to come up. When do you know that comedy is working for you, Hannibal?
It's just, I've had small victories that like each year. That something that's happened positive that just keeps me going. Or while I was in college, my college is an hour and a half from St. Louis, so there was this Las Vegas comedy competition or whatever.
In St. Louis?
In St. Louis. Right. And so I drove. That's
like the University of Beverly Hills in Compton.
Well, no, they had just auditions all around the country,
okay.
So that was the closest one to me. So I make the drive out there and do a few minutes. And I hadn't been doing comedy a full year yet, and then. They end up win this thing, and I get to fly to Vegas and perform in Vegas. And I was only 20 years old.
That's
I couldn't
crazy.
even gamble at the time.
Just walking by the table like, ooh, look at that.
You know what? Actually, I did gamble, and then I played like $10 on blackjack, and then I lost. And then I was just like, damn it! And then security came up like, hey, sir, can you see ID? Because they like, somebody freaking out over $10 like that.
All this laundry I could have done.
Like, he must
just
be
gave them a roll of quarters, man.
Yeah, they were like, sir, you gotta pay. You're not of age.
Knowing you're not seasoned, like, damn, man, this is cold. Or you see the one people that like, they don't want to play all three coins, so they like play the one coin, and then they hit like, man, nothing happened. Like, you gotta play all three coins. Man, my strategy is this. You ever see people like, man, oh, see, they not playing, but they like, man, if I would have played, because, man, I knew that was going to be black. Oh, man, because it's 3 reds up there.
Yeah.
Oh, man, if I would or one of my things is in Vegas, Hannibal, when cats be like, man, if that diamond would have moved down here, and that chair, oh, man.
Yeah.
I would have had it. I would have had it.
I get,
Do you gamble now when you go to Vegas?
I do gamble, yeah.
Really, though?
I was just in Vegas.
Have you lost, or are you a winner?
I've lost and I've won. It's just part of
What's
gambling.
The most you lost?
I definitely haven't, I don't gamble to
like owe them a free comedy show.
Yeah, I don't do anything that'll ruin my week. Like, I'm not ruining my future, but
come
I
out
have
on
a
stage,
fun.
be a whole different act. Like, man, hate Vegas.
Yeah, have some good days, have some bad days. But it's just I like to. I don't get too crazy because sometimes people you go there, you see people on the craps table, they got $1,200 on the 6. I'm like, man, and I'm on the dice now. I'm feeling weird.
Right? Yeah. Like, man, I'm about to lose your money.
I'm like, oh man, this is stressful.
Man, man, you shouldn't even put that down because I didn't even put that down for me. So you don't have that much faith in me. You know what I'm saying?
It was this one cat about a month ago when I was in Vegas, and I was rolling the dice, but I was playing super conservatively, playing the minimum, like $15 minimum. This dude had like $500 hard eights and like crazy hopping numbers for a couple hundred, but he was killing them. Like he probably hit for about 6 figures. Like, I was doing so well shooting that over the course of my row, he threw me $800.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's
but then
because you was winning for him.
I was winning that much for him, but then I when I checked out and I walked past, he was back at the craps table and he had a whole different vibe.
Oh, really though?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't call you back over like, man.
It was a totally different energy.
The cats be out there sometimes because I don't gamble.
Yeah.
But I would like to watch other people.
Yeah.
And cats try everything. Blow on this. Yeah, okay, stop blowing on this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like shake this. There's always that blow on this or everybody it was one lady that said she had to go up and change her clothes.
Yeah.
Because she was playing the slots. And she wasn't winning, so she got to go upstairs and change her clothes.
Switch it up. I had to switch up the energy a little bit.
I guess so. Probably came down and lost that outfit too, though. You know what I'm saying? Hannibal Buress is in the neighborhood, man. Are you on tour right now?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go on tour now. Yeah.
Really though?
Yeah.
So when you go on tour, is it just Hannibal Buress?
It's me. Sometimes, depending on the city, I'll have.
But you that guy though. You think y'all better than that?
I'm the headliner, man. You know,
as you should be.
Hey, man.
I'm not arguing with you about being the headliner.
You know, so I bring a couple of my friends to open.
Do you bring Cheedy with you?
Cheedy comes and kick it on the road.
He don't do comedy no more.
He don't want to do comedy no more.
Ever since you kicked him out the game, you know what I'm saying? Ever since his little homie took his spot.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Po Cheedy.
Hey, it is what it is.
Does Cheedy joke right for you
So
sometimes?
business is rough. Cheedy might text me a line or something.
And you like, man, that's why you didn't make it. Send me this old dumb stuff. Thanks, Cheedy, bro. Man, please, man, work at Walmart. Stop playing. Sending me this, man. You done missed your boat. You know. Yeah. Now, how is it working with Eric, man?
Eric is crazy, but he's a crazy dude. But that's his persona. You know what I mean? And so he's a super creative. Super
hey, dude, for anybody that don't
dude.
watch the Eric Andre show, it could be 8 minutes, 15 minutes, 12 minutes of just the most craziest stuff.
It's weird, man.
Like, what's in that dude's head?
He just goes for it and just tries to find the weirdest stuff. But people think he's crazy in regular life, but he's actually he's a centered, kind of relaxed dude, and he meditates. Yeah. He's probably healthier than me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like man, that's a box crazy. But, you know how to put that crazy back in the box.
But man, he's wild. I mean, he's you got to be in decent shape. He's jumping and breaking the desk all this stuff, and he's willing to put himself in some compromising situations for the sake of the joke. Man,
T.I. didn't know that because T.I. just recently did his show and this blew virally as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but T.I. didn't know that penis was gonna pop out the desk and all that. Like he just
sometimes I don't even know he's gonna be doing that.
So you can honestly look at T.I. and be like, man, I didn't know.
I was like, hey T.I., I don't know this dude. Like that, man. He cool. I mean, we work together, but I didn't know that he was going to do that.
We don't have no show run or nothing. I didn't see nothing.
No, they be he
dick out the desk.
I
don't hear, man.
See, I was salty on there, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize how salty he was during it until I watched it. Well, because I'm standing up, so I can't see his face. In his face, he was just pouting. He was pretty salty.
Man, so your gig also, man, I love how sometimes you just stand behind the guest.
Yeah.
And don't do nothing. And then they'll do one of these like, yeah, so... Yeah.
Well, it's an easy way to, just for me to get my jokes in. Also, because I'm standing right there, I just got my own camera, so I don't even have to play to the guests. I can just do weird stuff to camera, and they'll cut it in.
How does one explain that show? Because, like, I watch it, so I understand it. But how does someone even get a chance to have a show like that greenlit, where it's like, okay, this is what it's going to be. It's like a fake talk show.
Yeah.
I'm going to break up the set. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have an old band. Right. You know, like, how do you pitch this show?
You don't pitch it. You just have to.
You have to do it.
The way we did, with his own money, we filmed in his abandoned bodega in Bushwick, Brooklyn.
Hilarious.
And we shot it on our own. He shot it, put it together. He hit me up, like, hey, I want you to co-host this thing. And
so is that what your position is? You're a co-host?
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ed McMahon, Jack. You gotta love it.
And so, he just, because that's what you can't tell something like that. You got to show, hey, this is what my vision is. And then he started pitching it, and Adult Swim showed some interest a couple years later, and now we 4 seasons in, which I'm surprised about.
And you did you had a character animation now too, though, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, was it
Secret Life of Pets?
So and I went to go peep that, and I saw your name at the end. I'm trying to think which character, because I remember
I was the Wiener Dog, buddy.
Wiener Dog.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what, man? Because I remember when I saw the movie, I knew 100%. I had to know who and what, because I'm a credit reader.
Right.
And I saw the credits, but I got to remember who the little weenie dog was.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good check too, though.
It's cool. It's all right.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Hand it to me
cool.
now if it
It's
didn't
fun,
change your
though.
life.
The real
get it.
cool thing was having something that I could take my niece and nephew to.
It was a
Right.
great
Like they
movie.
came to
You mean
the
they don't watch the Eric Andre show with his penis popping out the desk?
They do sometimes.
You know what I'm
actually.
saying?
They've
Like,
seen it.
yeah.
They're not supposed to. but
Walking
they
down
see
the
it.
streets of New York naked, you know.
But yeah, taking them to the premiere, kicking it with them, and so it was nice to just do that. And because my nephew, he's like, you don't do any kids movies, man. I'm like, I'm taking what comes in.
Hell yeah, like, I want to.
Yeah, I'm passing on the kids
Right.
movies.
Yeah. That's what my wife tell me all the time. Like, baby, you need to do some cartoons, some voiceover work. I'm like, baby, nobody calling. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody
Like,
hitting
and I
up.
see you knocked out Angry Birds as well, right? I'm like,
Yeah,
they
did
call
Angry
it, now I
Birds.
got to tell her, I'm like, they calling Hannibal first. like,
Taking all the
dude,
jobs.
like,
He's taking all the
like,
jobs.
what? Yeah, he taking all the gigs now.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to work. Trying
Between
to work.
yeah, you burning up me and Cheaty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? you the king of getting cats out the game.
Goddamn cheating.
And man, speaking of being the king of getting cats out the game, you know what I'm gonna come back and talk about.
Yeah.
Stop
Oh.
it, Hannibal. I cannot have you in here without touching. Wrong word.
Wait.
Without getting on the subject.
At least you built trust first.
Yeah.
You built trust, kept it light first. Sometimes I'll do a phone interview with some corny cats, and they'll
like,
just write them.
Hannibal Buress, hey.
say what's going on with. It's like, hey man, ask me something light first. Let me know you cool.
me in.
Right. Be like, we got Hannibal on. Hey, Hannibal, how you doing? Now this Bill Cosby thing, we got 2 minutes with you.
Like, come on, let's talk some recent stuff,
Man,
and then get into
how so the Bill Cosby, the whole thing that blows up with Bill Cosby,
Right.
and you know, the giving the women the drugs and this, that, and the other. That came all well, he did the work, you know what I'm saying? But you kind of brought it back into the limelight
Yeah.
with some stand-up.
right.
And so
Well,
go ahead, please.
I was talking about it on stage. I've been talking about it for a few months, and it was just more me just, seeing this information and talking about one of my heroes having these public positions, but then living his life like that on the private side. And so just talking about what I thought just was hypocrisy in this, and it was a joke. It was still a joke. It was just more, that was the angle.
So what was the joke?
The joke was just you tell people how to live their lives, but on the other side, you're doing this.
Right.
I'm paraphrasing.
Right, yeah.
Very paraphrasing.
But yeah, I didn't expect, somebody filmed it on their phone in Philly, and then it went from there. But it was unexpected, man, for it to
Have you gotten any backlash? Like anybody say, "Oh man,
the real
you did-"
backlash, social media stuff where people say, "Oh, you a coon for that," or people think it's some type of setup, or think that it's a Illuminati thing.
Oh,
where I was
Lord.
like, where I had a meeting and they say,
And
"Okay,
this is your
Hannibal, here's
position."
the plan." Philly, 600 capacity venue, fuzzy cell phone footage. You say the Bill Cosby thing.
Right.
Everything in the world will be yours. It's like, no, it was a joke. It was my opinion, and I didn't expect for it to go like that.
Had you
And
ever met Bill Cosby before?
I hadn't met him, no.
You had?
No.
Right. He probably don't want to meet you now.
Why
did you say the thing
be, it'll be,
and the girl?
a crazy meeting, man. But it's just it's an interesting situation to be a part of. I mean, on my end, I feel like I'm the least important person. And you know what I mean? Well, I'm the dude told a joke. It's about him
to an audience
and the women. Yeah, so it's just it's a weird spot, man.
When did you know that it started to snowball where it was like comedian Hannibal Buress or?
Dude, it was about the next week.
Oh Lord!
And it was just it's just weird when you looking just through the news online, or you just watching something and then you pop up. Like, wait, now usually I know where to go to look for something if I want to see interview I did or something. But when you just a part of the news and you just, I'm like, oh man, this is weird.
Yeah, like,
well, I just saw my name trending on Facebook. I'm like, oh, close Facebook.
You know what I'm saying?
It was just, it was interesting to just have people just based on this joke and that situation make judgments on my character.
Hannibal, what was the joke?
The joke?
Yes.
Yes.
I told you the joke. I said,
No, you paraphrased.
I paraphrased the joke.
What?
We want to hear the joke.
You want to hear the joke?
Yeah.
The joke was, you tell people to pull up their pants, but you out here fucking raping.
Pretty much.
That was a joke.
Amen.
So yeah, that was that, and it went really, really crazy, unexpectedly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what if they called you to play Bill Cosby in The Life of?
Too weird, man.
Damn Illuminati. And then your reward would be to play Bill Cosby in the...
Nah, because it's just I tried to, there was opportunities that came up off of that I didn't do, all types of press things.
Because the one thing that I noticed with you as well, Hannibal, is that you were already Hannibal Buress and you were doing your thing.
Yeah.
You didn't latch on to this.
Right.
I didn't even when it started to bubble, right off the giddy up, I didn't know that it was Hannibal Buress' joke that kind of got out of the way and then people went and started researching and so on and so forth. Nor did you also say, hey, I'm the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't see you using that.
Yeah, it's the reason I don't do a lot of press in general just because it comes up and then people will use it as the clickbait, and even if I do a long ass, they'll try to, like, I've hung up on people.
Take that
mid interview. It's just a thing where I try to, that happened, and I stand on the joke, but I don't want to be the joke.
I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's just take that. Put it in the box. Yeah. We're going to put that over here, brother.
Is that therapy talk right there?
Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to put that over here, Hannibal. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make you or break you. Jonah Hill was just quoted as saying that you're like one of his favorite comedians.
Right.
Do you have a favorite?
Chappelle is my favorite. Dave Chappelle.
You ever worked with him?
I've done a lot of shows with Chappelle.
I heard that.
Yeah, he's and it's been, I love watching him. Even if I saw him the night before, like, he mixes it up. He can have different vibes for the show. So it's been awesome to just learn from him and work with him, and to have his respect also. Because I watched him just, starting out. And so now if he's in a city and I happen to be there, or I can just, roll up and he'll be like, Hannibal, do 10 if you want to jump on. I'm like, oh, every time it's exciting. Like, what? I can go on? Cool. And so.
Is there comedy beefs, though?
There are. I don't really try to engage in that.
Right.
I mean, there's people I don't like, but you'll never see me.
Right.
You'll never see me tweeting that F this dude or whatever. That's not how I operate, because I just rather, it's better to just, if you like somebody, support that. Put your energy towards that. But there's definitely people I don't like or I wouldn't work with.
Have you ever got a joke stolen from you?
Sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's just,
I've stolen some of your material.
no, I've gotten stuff stolen, or maybe it's been situations where I've seen something similar to what I've said on another show or in a movie. But I'm always be able to write more stuff, man. It's not gonna hurt me either way. But it's part of the game.
I don't know. It sounded like it kind of hurt you because your voice went down an octave. You know what I'm saying? First you're up here. You know what I'm saying? And then when you start talking about that, your voice went down an octave. I think it's affecting you, bro.
It's just part of the game. And it also is not. And sometimes it's parallel thought where you like, did they take that, or is it the same thoughts? I don't know. So. That's what I just try to keep working.
Man,
and
I
do
pride
stuff
myself on taking the best material. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, it worked for Hannibal. It definitely gonna work here.
Fakes.
Best believe that. And that's when, even when the Dave Chappelle show was on.
Yeah,
man, that was some of my best years in radio. Man. You know what I'm saying? Just take that, flip it my way, and it made me a genius, man.
I think radio, you can. How were you doing that? What do you mean you were doing? You flipping stuff?
I was just taking everything he said. You know what I'm saying?
Went from a TV show to a radio show.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm Mr. James, bitch. I didn't do the Rick James. I did Mr. James. I'm Rick, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I did it all, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever was on the night before, I came in, I'm like, hey, how do we refurbish this? You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. We called it the comedy remix.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's Spider-Man: Homecoming. Your
Yeah.
film. You're in it.
Yeah.
You played
see?
Coach Wilson.
I play Coach Wilson.
Give me something.
I can't give you much. I can just tell you I play one of the dumb characters that don't know he's Spider-Man.
No.
Hey, man. What? Man, I would play that too. They give me the check.
Like one of my characters just think he's really athletic. Oh, wow.
Look how he jumped over that building. Who is this guy? Why are you never around when Spider-Man is here? You just missed him. You just missed Spider-Man by like 5 minutes.
Where have you been?
Man, so do you have to audition for that, or do they know that they want Hannibal Buress?
They reached out, man.
Nice.
Yeah, they reached out, which is good because I'm horrible at auditioning.
Really? Though? Have you had bad auditions?
Because it's tough for me to just prep and get into. It's just
It's crazy because seeing you on TV, it just seemed like you had so much range.
I have no range. Me and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, so they reached out for you.
They reached out.
Is there a movie that you auditioned for that you didn't get the part and we've seen it?
What was Tower Heist?
Oh, I enjoyed that. That was with
Ben Stiller?
Eddie Murphy, Ben
Yeah.
Stiller,
Yeah.
Gabby Sidibe.
Auditioned for was Michael Pena the guy helping him?
Yeah, it
The
was.
hotel guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Auditioned for that.
Oh man, he played that though.
Yeah, he
he
killed
was way better than
Michael
you.
Pena's pretty cool.
I mean, you good, but you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but they did that one right.
I'm trying to think of another one that I don't know. But yeah, I mean,
But now you're in the Marvel world.
I
so-
know,
That's
man.
huge.
Knock come in.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't see Coach Wilson becoming a
Superhero
superhero gym teacher.
Yeah. Man, you never hear when Coach Wilson is here.
Yeah,
Never know,
Coach also got bit by a radioactive spider.
They go to Netflix.
Hey, he got bit by a black widow. Go figure. How long are you on set when you do something like Spider-Man?
That was 2 weeks in Atlanta.
Okay, so that's a real movie then.
Yeah.
Because see, my movies, man, they always be like, man, yeah, we can get you in and out, big. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what's my character? You play a black DJ. Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks.
And what's his name? So I'm going to just read in the line and say, Big Boy?
Yeah. Big boy. In the morning.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your partner, Big Boy. Oh, that's great. Big Boy rap. Checking the gate.
Great job.
Rap. All right, go ahead now. Thank you. Like, man, I don't get no craft service or nothing. You know it's bad. My movies, I don't even have a trailer. They just be like, yeah, Big, we got you a little space for you kicking over here. But if you're on for 2 weeks, that means you got lines in the Spider-Man movie, bro.
I'm saying some stuff in there. Not saying much, but I'm saying some things. And
Do you go to the premiere with some stuff like that? Will you be invited to the premiere because your part is that significant?
I think so.
Say yeah.
I think so. You know what happened with Neighbors too?
You were in Neighbors too as well?
I was in Neighbors
With
too.
Seth.
Oh, see, now you bragging, man.
No.
You done hit us with all the animation. Like, now you getting funky, homie. No,
Neighbors too.
Hannibal, your mic is off, man.
Cut him off.
Your mic is off. Do we end this interview? Like,
Kick him out.
All right, we one more, one and
So-
done. Then you out of here.
I shot like 3 or 4 scenes for Neighbors too, and one of them was me and Gerard Carmichael in a tank, and it was in the trailer. And then so I go to the premiere. I'm feeling excited. I was in the first one. I'm in the second one. I wore a white suit to the carpet. I'm doing the interviews, and like, what was your favorite part
You're not telling them
of the
that
movie?
part.
They're like, what's your favorite part of the movie? I'm like, yeah, me and Gerard, we were in this tank. It was crazy. We shot all night in the tank in Atlanta. It was so fun. Oh, you good. And then the interviewers, they seen the movie. They looking confused. They be like, you seen it? You ever seen it? This tank scene?
Oh no.
Then I get in there, and like every scene is cut except for one. And I'm like, I wore a white suit to a movie. I got one scene in.
Man, brother can't get no Neighbors to work.
You can't tell. You could give me a heads up,
brother.
so I'd have wore something more subtle.
It's all in the DVD, brother.
Yeah.
It's all gonna be in the
Extras.
extra footage, man.
yeah.
You long live the extra footage. You got a Comedy Central special coming as well?
Not yet, man. I got a few on Netflix.
Oh, really, though?
Yeah, they
I
were
love
a
that.
couple were original Comedy Central. But my last one is Comedy Commissado. And then
What the hell is a commissado?
Commissado means a military sneak attack that happens at night. And so I just like that word. I have a friend, one of my boys, Haji Outlaw. So I just hit him like, send me some weird words. I want to write a title.
That won't
He
work,
was like,
Jack.
Commissado. So just name it that. And then I have another one, Hannibal Takes Edinburgh, where I went to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which is in Scotland, and you perform every day for a month. You perform your hour-long show, and it can be a bit of a grind because you go a little you can get a little stir
Wait,
crazy.
so you do the same? You do a show every day?
A show every day
for a month?
Show for a month in the same room. Plus other smaller shows that you'll do your shorter set at, like a 15-minute set at different shows.
And is it a audience every day?
It's audience every day.
But how good is that for you that people show up every day?
It was cool, man. Especially over there. We did this 4 years ago in Scotland.
Damn.
Yeah. And
what would that look like now for you?
Now it'll be at a bigger venue. We were doing, I think that place hold about 90 to 100.
Right, but you had somebody there every day.
Had people there.
Wow.
I think my lowest crowd was 60 or 70 people.
Oh, wow.
Something like that. And then the rest of them, like most of them sold out.
That's crazy, man. I love that.
Awesome.
Because I invite people somewhere and they be like, I ain't going to that.
Yeah, I didn't, and these weren't people, I wasn't promoting direct. I had a promoter out there, but, I'm not over in Scotland. It's just the festivals. People go see a lot of shows. Like there's shows from 10, 11 in the morning all the way to 2 in the morning, and people might go watch 6 shows. So you also getting people that might not know you at all. They just want to go see something. They're like,
But
what's at 9:30? All right, let's go see
what
this
we
dude.
see today, though, it's like there's a lot of paying dues and the 10,000 hours and the hard work. We could look today and say, oh, the movies and the animation and the comedy shows, but it's a lot before we get a chance to say, oh, Hannibal Buress is in the neighborhood.
Well, yeah, I like working, man. And it's always been about I enjoy doing stand-up. The movies are cool and TV is fun, and I appreciate those opportunities. But for me, it's about getting people to come see my stand-up.
Are you a married man?
I'm not.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Kids?
No kids.
I heard that. Get up and go. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, we need you to Thursday night. You're like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
No
I
kids.
think I can make that.
Yeah.
I think I can make that.
Yeah,
Are
no
you in a
kids.
relationship?
No. Just
you and comedy.
Just me
grinding.
and I'm just a dirtbag.
Right. I was going to ask you, is it that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it?
I wouldn't say dirtbag. I'm nice, but it's just sometimes I'm like, this is exhausting.
Are you boyfriend material?
Probably not. Not right now.
Would
Not
you
for me.
introduce your daughter or your sister to you?
My sister to me? In a couple years.
Right, okay, yeah. Let you get this out your sister first. Like, Big, I'm just making it, man.
In a couple years, yeah.
Now, you had mentioned something earlier about your ex, though. So you were in a relationship.
That was a few years back, and I had a relationship since then. That we broke up like a year and a half or so ago.
Really though, is it the grind? They can't be with a comedian that's
not that. It's just me and just being a bit of a chaotic personality sometimes, and I messed it up.
Is there groupie love for comedians?
100%.
I heard that.
Yeah, They're the ones that like me are really crazy.
Really though.
Yeah.
See, I would wonder that too, man.
No.
Like what do you see the most of? Is it white, black? Like what is it?
It's a little bit of
Everywhere.
everything, but yeah, the ones that are really into me are kind of. I mean, it is kind of crazy to want to mess around with somebody after a show. Anyways, even I'm like, why am I doing this? Why is she doing this? But I can't just go to bed, so we're gonna do this.
Might as well. I talk to myself
and it's
in the
fun,
morning.
and I have people that I've met over the years. There's some that I've seen over the course of 6 years or whatever. And
I got that show coming up.
Actually, I be getting jealous
You know,
sometimes.
I'll be in Scotland.
I be getting jealous because I'll see, it might be a girl I messed with in like 2011 or something, and I see on a Facebook page she got a family. You started a family without me? I thought we was just supposed to see each other once a year when I come through town for a show. And you out here looking for something good and finding love and something stable and healthy. What the hell is wrong with you?
Want to move on with your life. They put too much power in that word stability.
What are you doing? I told you I'm going to be back in Cincinnati once a year.
Now look at you got the emoji of happy face.
Look at that. The happy family.
Yeah, and your son eyes are crooked. Peace. Hannibal Buress, man, definitely want to thank you for coming into the neighborhood, hanging out with
thanks
us,
for
man.
having me, man.
Show you
I'm
right,
excited,
man. And
man.
when you get a moment to come back, don't do it. All right. Hannibal Buress in the neighborhood, big boy
Big
neighborhood.
boy.
All right.